Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again, and I know I'm really late, and I know I've been late. I'm trying to fix that little hiccup. Try to get the reviews out as soon as possible, but you know, winter and whatever. Um, Rise of the Guardians. I never saw this movie at all. I have honestly, I wish I had seen this movie. It has it made a kick-ass Santa Claus, but and that's all I know about it, and that's because of Doug. So I've been wanting to watch this movie for a while, but it never seemed like up my alley or whatever. I love DreamWorks, but not that much. So it's not like Pixar or anything where I have to see everything that Pixar does. But let's just let Doug go over all this, and please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos. Now let's do this thing, y'all.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember, so you don't have to. We've seen movies that have combined Christmas and Halloween, but what about movies that combine Christmas and Easter? And sleeping, and teeth falling out, and kind of Christmas again. Yeah, this is a month of sort of Christmas movies.
Sort of Christmas movies?
Rise of the Guardians came out in 2012, it wasn't exactly a big hit, but it did manage to get a little bit of a following. It was a unique idea from DreamWorks about children's characters you never see, all teaming up to defeat a great evil. And for all the badass Santa movies we've been getting recently, you can technically argue this is one of the earliest,
one. I gotta watch that
but
movie.
not the first. We all know what that is. I will admit though, I was kinda half and half on the movie. There's a lot I like, but there's a lot of things that felt disjointed and a little rushed. But then I saw the director went on to become a director for one of the most influential animated films of the past decade, so, yeah, come on, look at this again.
Okay.
It could be exactly how I remember it, but anyone that made something this good, I really want to revisit their past work. So, will it win me over this Christmas season? Or will it get lost in the fog of other, not your ordinary Santa movies? Well, let's ride on in. Let's take a look at the animated version of the one good scene from Santa Claus 3. Oh, right, couldn't even do that right. Let's take a look at Rise of the Guardians.
Why is the Tooth Fairy a man?
It's literally pretty dark.
Darkness. That's the first thing I remember. It was dark, and it was cold, and I was scared.
Every parent saying, isn't this the Hugh Jackman Easter Bunny movie? Maybe we accidentally walked into the theater showing Woman in Black.
I remember that movie.
When it did, I wasn't scared anymore.
This is Jack Frost, played by the worst joke ever made in any Disney live-action remake.
What?
Chris Pratt! Good people don't allow this joke to finish, as he recalls his earliest memories, what few he has.
Why I was there and what I was meant to do, that I'd never known.
Why does it say Chris
My
Pratt?
destiny was to test shitty snow scrapers for all of eternity.
Excuse me, can you tell me where I am?
He quickly discovers nobody can see or hear him, similar to his recent box office numbers. And we cut a mere 300 years later to where we see Santa, played by Alec Baldwin, is actually a tough guy.
Dingle, make preparations. We are going to have company.
Okay, let's get out.
Okay, first of all, how is Santa not a tough guy? He has to do the entire world and an entire night. You're gonna have PTSD after doing that. It's probably why he changes back into a normal person. Normal person after Christmas is over, making the toy production practically implausible. Woo. Christmas, y'all.
By the way, yes, there's a lot of rust jokes that can be made. This one's my personal favorite. But just judging him as an actor, Alec Baldwin's a little hit or miss for me. Some roles I love, like Beetlejuice or Hunt for Red October. No, theirs are pretty lame, like The Shadow or Thomas the Tank Engine. But here, he bizarrely really works. To a point where I can't even recognize him. All I see is this character.
I love being shoved in a sack and tossed through a magic portal.
Good. That was my idea. We
of course
will collect the teeth. I feel it in my belly.
He's easily my favorite dude in the movie. He's like the Polar Express Santa if he was the gymnastics teacher from Simpsons.
He's so good at accents.
Naughty list, you hold the record.
Cat's back for everyone.
I had a dog.
He's cat now.
He's cat now.
He sees the Boogeyman, played by Jude Law, has snuck into his workshop, so he calls out to his friends using the Northern Lights. The Tooth Fairy, played by Adam Fisher,
Morpheus.
who is Santa's my favorite character. This is my favorite character design. The Sandman, played by a perfect even mix of Dr. Honeydew and Beaker, And the Easter Bunny, played by Hugh Jackman. What's up, Dick?
Thank you for coming.
Santa tells him about his encounter with a villain named Pitch Black,
Wolverine.
and that it could spell big trouble
Bunny.
for the world. But their silent boss, the Man in the Moon, who to get the best performance insisted on actually being in the moon. That would have saved some annoyance. Indicates he's choosing a new guardian to help out.
Jack Frost.
Well, as long as he helps to protect the children, right?
I don't even have private parts, but I will just for him.
You.
Jack is busy making everybody say,
I was frozen
you know,
Today!
and you're either really gonna get into this character design or you're not. I don't.
Obviously.
I mean, let's call it. He's designed for younger people to make fanfics and slash art of, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh,
There
of course.
are way too many Google pages of him and Elsa. They're like
What?
Geek Kate and William. I don't like it.
Kate
Everyone else
Williams.
looks odd, but unique. They have a timeless feel to them. Jack looks like refrigerated Mr. Robot. You can make him a heartthrob, just do something a little less 2012. He also has the power to turn angry Grooves and Drag into happy Doofies and Drag. Yeah,
Why do
some
you
of the
have
scenes
it
are a little weirdly done.
Don't worry, Jamie, I got you. Hold on.
This escalated fast. Yeah, I'm starting to remember the main issue I had with this film. Everything moves just a little too quickly. When Spider-Verse threw a lot at you, there was still a ton of investment. This goes from a random kid playing to hitting a bully to the bully playing to somehow sledding through traffic with a couch in just 10 seconds. This is laid out a little spazzy for a kid character I've just been introduced to.
Right on time, Sandman.
As the Sandman puts everyone in town to sleep, the Boogeyman appears
bully.
to turn their dreams into nightmares.
You must
Oh,
have
well.
known this day would come. My nightmares are finally ready. Are your guardians?
God, it's like every single time Jude Law is in a movie, now he has to play a villain. Like, I don't know if he's that good at it. Like, I could just still hear his accent, him trying to be scary and mean. Yeah. Just seems so
The rise of
disingenuous.
Hammerhead Hades will begin.
Been a long time. Easter Sunday, wasn't it?
The Easter Bunny approaches Jack and kidnaps him, dropping him off at Santa's.
Why?
You know Bonnie, obviously. Sandman. Sandy.
Sandy!
Wake up!
That was a great impression of the last year and a half for me. They tell Jack he's gonna be a guardian, but you know the drill. He doesn't want to be one.
What makes you think I want to be a guardian?
Of course you do. Music!
No music!
I should have applied for a minion.
Walk with me.
The Guardians don't just delight the kids of the world, but they also protect them. As Santa tries to convince Jack to join through an actually decent speech explaining there's more to him than he lets on.
I was born with eyes that have always seen the wonder and what I protect in children.
Just don't ask me to explain things to children in voicemail. I'm not very good at that.
I don't give a damn that you're a child. You are a rude, thoughtless little pig.
What?
They hear there's trouble at the Tooth Palace, so
What the
they
fuck
make
was
their way
that?
there.
Tooth Palace.
I will say the world building in this film is pretty fun. There's a lot of nice little touches, like these snow globes or portals. The bunny can burrow through anywhere, teleporting him anywhere. The Tooth Fairy's teeth holding the memories of childhood, the Northern Lights being how they contact the other Guardians. Even the nightmares capture people by eating them and holding them
What?
captive in their bellies. Despite it being so sporadic, these are creative environments I want to know more about.
Are they alive?
Maybe I want what you have. To be believed in.
The boogeyman steals most of the fairies and their collected teeth to make kids believe they aren't real, and the more he makes kids not believe, the more powerful he becomes.
It's your turn not to be believed in.
They try to stop him, but he gets away. Then Jack puts together if teeth carry memories. Maybe he can remember his own past by getting them back. They decide to band together and continue the Tooth Fairy's job, and maybe the best scene in the movie where they race each other for who can get the most teeth.
That a challenge, Cottontail?
Oh, you don't want to race a rabbit, mate.
Moments like this are really creative, but also naturally get across a lot of character. Oh, also, this movie's surprisingly educational.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's one of us. Part of the European division.
Oh! Perez? Why have I heard of that book? I might have seen it around here somewhere. Huh.
In my house, I was told it was my neighbor Charlie.
But didn't they make a movie about that?
I'm still not allowed to talk to him.
Oh, jeez.
This was always the part I liked most.
That might explain a
Seeing
lot.
the kids.
I just like to watch you guys.
Look, let's just get you taken care of, and it's Pitch's turn.
Wait, what'd he say?
And it's Pitch's turn.
There's a very adult subplot going on here.
I mean, it seems that way.
You guys, he's still awake.
Sandy, knock him out.
A very adult subplot. No, he uses his magic dust, but the boogeyman finds him and uses his
Yeah, that's what you
nightmare arrow to do something with Black Oozy stuff. Black Oozy stuff is always bad in kids' films.
say. What?
Oh, I guess he killed him.
What?
I wish I could have done something. But Sandy
Would be proud of what you did.
Is he proud of anything?
First off, it wasn't made super clear what happened, but alright, we can figure it out enough. Second, you're acting like this is the death of Mufasa, and it's more like the death of Lurch. I like him fine, sucks that he's gone, but I think I can move past it. I've already moved past it. The lights start going out around the world as more and more kids stop believing, but thankfully, Easter is the following day.
I say we pull out all the stops and we get those little lights flickering again.
But the next day...
This is an Easter movie. That's why most of it's spent in the North Pole. Yeah, how much of this is in Christmas land? You know what holiday they represent.
Buckle up.
It's totally Halloween.
They do, however, go to the Easter Bunny's lair, but discover the sister of the boy from earlier snuck in.
I've got something for you. Look at all the pretty teeth. There's little blood and gum on them.
Why?
Yeah, I take it back. Maybe she is my favorite character. They just kind of shrug and say, I don't know, I guess we can Monster Inc. this up, and they let her stay.
Monster
I think
Inc.
it's time to get her home.
They're not monsters.
How about I take her home?
They make all the eggs tuckering her out, but Jack says he can take her back. Hey, if kids can't see or touch him, how would she react to this? Ah! I'm possessed! Make it stop, Mommy! Make it stop!
That's
Voice,
fun.
I know that voice.
Jack hears someone calling his name and is lured into the lair of the boogeyman.
What?
Looking
Hey!
for something?
Everything I've done for you.
Do you want them, Jack? Your memories?
It's just as whoopee as fanfiction.net would suggest.
You make a mess wherever you go, while you're doing it right now.
He figures out he's being distracted while all the eggs being sent out are destroyed.
Where did you get that?
You were with bitch?
What?
We are all hearing the same word, right? It sounds like he was distracted by a one-night stand.
I say pitch.
You were with bitch?
Bitch
Okay.
dependency is no laughing matter.
He has to go. Easter is
It sounds
new
like a
beginnings, new life.
Third act breakups, moping and doping. Oh, and
the new life with the bitch. Come on. It sounds way too much like that. And what is that? Wedding Crashers?
Wilson stopping someone from marrying a snob.
Oh, damn it.
Forget it, Jamie.
I like Wedding Crashers.
There's
Stop.
just no Easter this year.
Jesus is a lie.
Why do you
Now
have
let's
a
go back to
tutu,
our
lady?
snowfield April.
I never really
In
believed
the
you.
winter.
The boogeyman sees Jack's been cast out and offers him an olive branch.
We don't have to be alone, Jack. Look at what we can do. What goes together better than cold and dark?
I'm British, you're sad, we're both hot. In 2012, we are Tumblr's wet dream.
Now, for the last time, leave me alone.
Jack turns him down, but he threatens to kill off one of the
Oh,
fairies if
well,
he doesn't
no.
hand over the staff, which is one of the few things that can actually hurt him. And I love the way he responds to this.
Now let her go.
No.
No.
Maybe its name is Bitch, because that was the most catty, mean girl's way to say that line.
Wow.
He breaks the staff and throws
Oh,
both the
you
fairy
dick.
and Jack down a canyon. But at least he finally takes a look at the memory, revealing who he was.
Jack, I'm scared.
What the hell?
He really should have listened to his crazy uncle from Queens.
Be careful.
We will.
The ice
It's gonna break!
We're gonna have a little fun instead.
No, we're not.
Where'd I trick you? We're gonna play hopscotch.
The music here is very odd because it sounds relaxing and pleasant, but in a strange way it does make it even more uncomfortable. With Jack trying to keep her calm, making a game out of it, the two very different emotions make for a pretty damn suspenseful moment.
One.
Whoa! 2, 3.
Honestly, this scene, I have no notes. This is really well done. Even people who don't like this movie are like, but that ice-breaking scene, man, yikes. Can you throw me your skates? The memory gives him the will to be a guardian again. He magics his staff back together. Okay, not all the world building is great.
What?
As literally just one child in the entire world still believes in them. The little boy from earlier. Boy, kids' imaginations are easier to destroy than I thought. TikTok is causing brain rot!
And if you are
Come on, how is that so easy?
Like,
that's bullshit.
Right now. Anything at all.
Hail Satan!
Jack uses his frost powers to write something in the window. 300 years, I never thought of that, huh? Causing the kid to once again believe. I like too, it's not about convincing him he's real as much as convincing him the Easter Bunny is real. It makes him feel a little more selfless. And fittingly enough in doing so, he makes the kid believe in him too.
Jack Frost.
That's right.
I just remembered Jack Frost comes on TV tonight. No matter which one it is, I'm gonna be scared shitless.
Oh, jeez.
The other Guardians also drop by as their powers aren't as strong as they used to be.
Oh.
That's the Easter Bunny?
Now somebody sees me. I mean, where were you about an hour ago, mate?
They're doing another Tiny Toons reboot? Yeah, at least there's no weird brother and sister thing in this.
What?
The Boogeyman returns, though, and Jack's powers also aren't as strong as they were before.
Jack, I'm scared.
Me too, kid. Protect us! Actually, that's kind of what happens as Jack remembers what worked before in his previous life, deciding to turn the fight into a game.
What?
Easter Bunny's real! The Tooth Fairy and Santa! They're all real!
Admittedly, the scene where they turned chores into playtime for Mary Poppins would have been more effective if they were fighting demonic hellspawn. It doesn't work as well as they hoped.
Nope.
Woo! Yeah!
That voice actor should be proud he just gave the funniest scene in the movie. The kids stand up to the Boogeyman, though, and doing so transforms the nightmares into pleasant dreams. Even the Sandman makes a comeback.
So is he dead or not?
The goddamn snow miser and heat miser! He spreads more happy dreams around the world. Yeah, wait, how is there only one kid left who still believes? She literally saw all of them! And some beautiful imagery shows that happy dreams are back.
Dinosaurs a little off.
They do move in herds.
They even take care of the Boogeyman.
A quarter.
What? The fuck? Oh.
Hard to comment on that scene, it's just cool. His own fears end up getting the best of him as Jack finally takes.
I'm sorry, did she just Tooth Fairy kill him? Like, that's the only way I know how to describe it. It's like, phew, here's your quarter! Where do you get... You know, it would be really funny. How do you explain where the Tooth Fairy gets all the money? That would be a great idea for a movie instead of making Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson a fucking Tooth Fairy, which I've never seen, but god damn, that's stupid.
Takes the oath to be a guardian.
Will you, Jack Frost?
Take the hands of millions of lonely fangirls with more collectibles of you than friends.
For you are now a guardian.
It's made official, and the Guardians end up leaving, despite the children being afraid they might not come back.
You tell me you stop believing in the moon when the sun comes up. Do you stop believing in the sun when clouds block it out?
I only believe the moon landing was fake, the world is flat, 9/11 was caused by aliens. Maybe lay off the podcast.
Hey, Republicans! They make a return.
Tell me these final lines don't sound like something a conspiracy nut would say.
I'm a guardian because the moon told me so. So when the moon tells you something, believe it.
It sounds like a MAGA podcast to me.
The moon says you're in the Matrix and only your credit card number can set you free? Give it to him. And that was Rise of the Guardians. Honestly, it's about how I remember it. It's still all over the place, sometimes a little dull, and could honestly use a little more color. I actually associate a lot of this movie with being very gray. You can do that in a creatively dark world, but aside from the Boogeyman, that's really not the world it's creating. With that said though, the good moments are more creative than I remember. The little touches are great, the acting is decent, I love most of the designs. It just doesn't have the emotional investment I think a lot of great animated films have.
There's something missing about
Still,
it.
I'm not surprised it has a following. There's a lot of things about it that are memorable, and at times it can have some powerful moments like the ice-breaking scene. It's easy to see why it didn't catch on as something like Shrek did, but it's also easy to see why some people seek it out and enjoy these unique takes on these classic characters. Whether you see it as a Christmas flick or an Easter flick or whatever, you're guaranteed to get something of, okay, not tremendous value, but maybe enough value. I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
You were with bitch?
I was frozen today. I'm sorry, that's all I could think about during that movie. Like, it ruined it for me. Christ! I almost had a chance to meet Christopher Lloyd this year. If only I was allowed to go to damn Comic-Con this year. Well, not allowed, but still, I wish I was able to go to Comic-Con this past year. But man, the first thing I would have said to him was nothing like, where we're going, we don't need roads. Like, all I could say is, I was frozen today! And that would have been, I know that would have made his day too. So yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad movie. I don't have much experience with it. Should I watch it for the channel? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you guys really do like it or think it's a good movie. Please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos. And I'll see you on the next episode.